Ba-da.
Ba-na-na-na.
All right, guys. Welcome to this episode of Central Valley Living. We are here with the fabulous Jordan Pinto, one of my favorite human beings in the world. How are you doing today, sir?
Sup? Doing good, Jose. Doing fantastic. Worked a long, good 8-hour day, and
Dude, you're fucking rocking that shit out of those fucking Red Sox shit.
oh yeah, we're one game away from going to the World Series. I think anyone would, and anyone that knows me knows that I am no bandwagon fan. So
Yeah, this dude's been repping that shit since they were, like really on the bottom, right? Like,
oh yeah, like doesn't matter.
Celtics too, man.
Celtics.
No, they're on top right now too. Like, aren't they building? Like, I don't really follow basketball, but I always see that they win here.
Well, the Celtics, let's see, they're probably their 7th year out of their rebuild, and we've been to back-to-back Eastern Conference series.
There you go.
And opening night was the other night, and we whooped the shit out of the 76ers.
Yeah, I think that's where I heard that, like, they won the other day. So,
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, and it was the same day as the Red Sox won, too, wasn't it? So, it was like,
Yeah.
I was like, this motherfucker's probably jumping out of his,
Oh
his
yeah,
seat.
I was on cloud 9. I'm on cloud 9 when it comes to Boston.
Yeah, it was
You
so...
know, I wish my Niners would get it together. You know, I really do.
Hey, well, that's a whole different story. They had it together.
Oh,
That's
Jesus.
the problem.
Yeah, they did have it together.
Okay. And then, yeah, so this episode, little guy, that we're going to do today, we're just talking about fucking football, sports. Me and this guy matched up against on fantasy football this weekend,
That
which
was
is
so awesome.
that was intense, dude. Fres, like, all the games that I play, like, games that I play, dude, that shit was dope.
Yeah, I couldn't believe it, honestly. That shit was like, I was like, no way, I'm not gonna win this game. And then all of a sudden, just my quarterback
you already
came through.
you already gave up on Jimmy Graham and shit, and I was just like, I think he can pull out 9. Motherfucker does 10.5.
Yeah, I was like, okay.
I was like, I lost. It was what 126 to 124 basically
it was, let me see.
or it was like 126.2 and 124.7 or some shit. Like, I lost by point two. It sucked.
126.48 to 124.70. Like,
Yeah, 0.8.
yeah,
1.8. Yeah, I lost about 1 point.
that was amazing.
Yeah, and that was the last catch that fucking asshole did, was that last
Yeah,
first down,
it was.
right?
That got me my points, and that was it. That was
I was
all he
so
did.
pissed.
And he never caught the ball after that. I was like, wow.
Dude, and he picked up that fumble that he dropped, I'm assuming.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking shit. Dude, I was like, I never like sit there and like, oh, points, but I had my phone on there and I kept looking.
Yeah, because you were against me.
Crazy.
And I'm the current champion of this league right now.
This
I won
motherfucker.
last year.
I tried to knock him. I tried to get to number 2 spot. I'm going to stay at number 3 with this thing going, man. Because even Chris won, too. He beat Junior.
Dude, I can't. Who did I lost
It's-
to? OG, triple OG? Who's that?
I lost to that shit, too.
Yeah, I was like, what the fuck? How the hell did I lose to this guy?
Dude, that was that.
He broke my winning streak.
That was that was my first loss, and that was when that dude from, I think it was from like the Browns or something, like did some gnarly run back and got like 30 points out of nowhere. Yeah. I was like, wait, what? I was like, oh, good game, man. It was like 120 to 70, and I was like, good game. And then that dude comes back with 40 points under his belt. I was like, wait, what? And I lost by like 5 points.
Yeah,
like,
fantasy
what?
football's not for the faint of heart. God, man, like you're just. Like,
You're so on edge on all times.
The fact that ours is a standard league. Okay?
Yeah.
And then
Ours is just bullshit.
Yeah, it's cool. But my other league that I'm in with my brothers, it's a PPR. Holy fuck, what a difference in that one. Like,
Explain PPR to me.
Jesus Christ, points per reception.
Fuck that.
And you think you have the fucking most badass team, which I thought I do, and nope. I'm like sitting in last place.
Like, you have good players.
I have good players, but they're just not doing shit for me. Like, fuck PPR.
Dude, that Melvin Gordon shit surprised the fuck out of me. But I knew he was going to do good because I was like, oh, they're playing the Browns. They're going to just fucking rape him. But then, like, 33 points. I was like, oh, sorry, bro. You lost.
Yeah.
I was like, sorry, you lost.
Yeah. Usually that's how it happens.
And then what's that dude's name? Sony
Michel.
Sony Michel, yeah. I was gonna say Mitchell, but yeah.
The running back for the
Yeah.
Patriots. Yeah, that surprised me.
What the fuck was that?
He got me, 23 points?
Yeah, like 28 points, dude. I was like,
28?
what? He's the old, he was the reason you won, realistically, because everybody else performed how they should have. Even your quarterback was great. Where'd you find that fucking kid?
Patrick Mahomes?
Yeah, how'd you hear about him?
Well, he was the back, I heard about him through just the sports apps and stuff, dude.
Really?
He made a record 10 touchdowns in the first 2 games.
Dude, that fucking kid's
And I was
great.
like, okay, I gotta pick him up, and he was available in our league, and I was like, okay.
Of course, who the fuck is that?
I had Jimmy Garoppolo and Andrew Luck starting out, and then Jimmy Garoppolo tore his ACL, and I dropped Andrew Luck.
Really? I picked him up.
So yeah, now I have Patrick Mahomes.
Dude, that kid's doing 30 points a game, man.
Yeah, Michelle got me 22.6.
Oh, look at that, 33 points. That shit was ridiculous. I was like, oh, dude, sorry, you lost. And then even, because I had Cam Newton, and then he didn't have shit going on. And then he ended with 24. I was like, that's good enough. And then Andrew Luck did about 24, too. So I was like, oh. Because I had Alex Smith, and I fucking got rid of him. Mm-hmm. And picked up Andrew Luck, and then he ended up doing something gnarly with, last week with the 28 points or something. And I was like, fuck yeah, perfect. I'll keep him and get rid of Alex Smith, but... Yeah, that Mahone, that dude, that's a fucking...
Yeah, that
was a good pickup, man.
Savage.
That shit was... That kid's going to be great. Mm-hmm. He's on a good team, too, man.
He's got so many weapons.
Kansas City's been hungry, man.
I'm going for Kansas City this year.
They've actually been hungry for, since they had Alex Smith and shit, and he was trying to do it, but...
you just need a different dynamic, and Alex Smith's just on the way out, so...
He was just older.
He had his time in San Francisco, and that was about it.
I think they... Well, he was coming back a little bit, but just... he is just older. It's a young man's game again. Dude, you know what I mean? All these young dudes are just fucking I can run and throw the ball at the same fucking time backwards. Yep. You know what I mean? Alex Smith can't do that anymore. 3 years ago, for sure, was doing fucking...
For sure.
Was doing cool shit like that. Dude, Rodgers is even pushing it right now. You know what I mean?
Yeah, Rodgers, he's got a bum knee right now.
Yeah, he's trying to get his Super Bowl so he can quit. I swear
we should have won that game. Oh my God. I was so pissed. But whatever, it is what it is. We're coming up, and we're solidifying our draft position right now. And next year we're going to come back with a force of. We're going to surprise a lot of people next year. You watch. But I'm currently in baseball mode. A lot of people can't follow teams. Me, I am in every season. I have my Red Sox, I have my Celtics, I have my Niners, I have my Sharks, and they just kind of do this throughout the year. I'm I follow all of them. And people are like, no, I'm just going to stick to my one team. No, I follow
weird?
everything all year long. I always have something going on. Keeps me from being bored.
Yeah. Well, that's what they're for. Their entertainment is their number one priority of all these sports is entertainment. That's all they're doing. Then when people try to make their personal lives part of the game kind of shit, it's just dude, what the fuck are you doing? It's a game. Mm-hmm. Don't forget it's a game. You know what I mean?
I used to be like that. I used to be like, oh my God, I have to have this day off. I have to fucking switch my coworkers so I can watch this game. If I didn't watch it, I would it'd ruin my day if I couldn't watch this game. So now I'm I can watch it on my phone. If I get a day off and the game's on, I'll go watch it. So
yeah, it is
what it is.
I think with how everything was with all this hardcore diehard shit for the past 5-10 years, people are just kind of over it now. They're, you know what I mean? They're just it's I don't want to be like that. I just want to root for a team and just be hey. There are a lot of them now though, and they all come out usually during World Series.
Yeah, well, you got the fair weather fans, of course, that they only dawn on their stuff when they're in the playoffs or something like that, which is okay, that's fine and all, but I fucking hate that. I wish I wish I'm never called a fair weather fan, because I've donned my stuff when they were dead last in leagues, And I'm still like, what? I'll still watch the game. I'll still root for him. I'm still
Yeah,
repping my flag.
dude, you're
And,
always sitting there
you know,
watching
like,
the fucking game.
Doesn't matter. Like, I hate that word, fair weather. And there's a lot of people out there that are fair bandwagons. I mean, it's like, oh, well, my team sucks, so I'm gonna hop onto this. It's like if I was so tired of the Niners sucking so bad, and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna become a Patriots fan.
Just for the year.
You know, just for the year, or just from now on. Just be like, yeah, and then like...
Yeah, I mean, they're winning right now.
Fuck it, I'll
Tom
go
Brady.
Patriots.
Yep.
No, fuck that.
Yeah, and then, like, that's how I've always felt, and it's funny because, like, I stopped watching football for so long, and the reason why was because the Raiders got robbed by the Patriots for that fucking Super Bowl.
It was the AFC Championship.
Yeah, they got robbed for that.
Yeah.
And even Tom Brady now,
the Tuck rule was born.
He was just like, yeah, dude, I fumbled that shit. But what are they gonna do?
Yep.
What are they gonna do?
Yep.
You know what I mean? After that, I realized that fucking football was rigged. At least at that point, it was rigged, and it was obvious. It wasn't as obvious, but now it is because they go back and Tom Brady started deflating the ball that year.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, they were winning.
I call it Vegas calling.
Oh yeah, Vegas was highly involved.
Oh
in
yeah,
a lot of
whenever
shit.
something controversial happens, I always say, "Oh, Vegas called."
Yeah,
you know.
Yeah. That's why I stopped watching sports and TV altogether, man. I was just like, dude, it's just fucking rigged, man. Like, and I hate to have that kind of concept and like that kind of mindset because it really ruins the game. Because I just want to see people doing what they love to do. Obviously, like I love football. You know, baseball's fun to play. All this shit's fun to play. So I get why people want to do it, but realistically, a lot of those referees were legit, and I'm pretty sure they came out. A lot of them were paid to make all these calls. You know what I mean? Like throughout these years, that are to me, were like pretty important. And that was the last one. I was just like, dude, fuck football right now. Like, cause I'm a Raiders fan. I've never went to another team. I just stopped watching football altogether, dude. You know, and even now, like, I can't say like I'm a diehard Raider fan, but I'm like, I'm not gonna be like, oh, I root for anybody in California. You know what I mean? Like, I want the champions to be in California. I'll say that. So if it's a Raider game, I'm going for the Raiders. If a Niner game, I'm going for the Niners. You know what I mean? Like Chargers. It doesn't matter. Rams.
Cali fan.
Yeah, Cali fan, dude. I'm a Cali fan.
Yep.
Why do you have to be a fucking like a specific team? You know what I mean? Like
it's everyone's preference, you know. It's
but
what it is.
I'm telling you, I'll never fucking buy a Niners shirt and put that shit in my fucking in my closet.
I'll rip that shit off you.
Yeah, the only thing you'll find in there is Raider shit, you know. And Junior buys me that shit. He bought me 2 shirts,
Still
and
weird.
I've only worn them once.
Fucking
each.
Seattle fan. You're a Raider fan. Junior's a fucking Seattle fan. And then your other brother is a fucking Niner fan.
Yeah, Mike and Johnny are Niner
Michael,
fans.
Johnny are Niner fans. I mean, it's like, all right, cool. They're my favorite. They're my favorite ones. No, I'm just kidding. That's
how it happens.
I really enjoy doing the up and down of the teams. Like you're with the team when they suck, and you're like,
it's always fun to root for the underdog.
Well, no,
that's how I am. Like I always root for the underdog because if they win, I'm like, fucking told you, bro.
Yeah.
But I always expect them to lose, just like everybody else.
Well,
but when they win, I'm like, yeah, I was going for them because I'll tell you at the beginning. You know what I mean?
But what I mean is that like when you're going through like a rebuild stage on your team. And you're going through the dog shit years and stuff, and you're like, fuck, okay, well, they're going to be good again, like, one day. And when they are, you reap the benefits of that, and it feels so fucking good. Like, oh, man, the reward of it is just so, like, okay, the Red Sox, they've been kind of like, all right. And, like, it was when they won the World Series, the year before they were dead last. They went from last to first, from first to worst. Yeah. Like they did this.
Wasn't that what the Giants have been doing?
Well, the Giants like won a World Series like every other year, so they were odd. They were even year or odd years, even years. And the Red Sox, like the last 2 seasons, we've won 3 straight division titles, and then those past 2 that we've won, we've gotten taken out in the first round of each of those seasons, which was kind of like, okay, like it feels good that we're won, but
you're getting there. It's kind of like,
all I cared about was the Yankees didn't win. Like, that was it. Like, if we got out and the Yankees were out, it's like, all right, cool. The Yankees didn't go further, but last year they did. They were one game away from going to the World Series. But we won the division, and they ended up losing. So I was like, all right, cool. New year. It's done. The season's over. And this year, we took them out. And so we're one game away from the World Series now. And it's awesome. Just like it's...
Yeah, I bet
let's
that's
go.
just a hell of a rush.
And,
especially when your team's making it. You know what I mean? Like, that's how I felt when the Raiders started made it to the playoffs. I was like, fuck yeah. And then Carr gets his leg fucking broken. I was like,
yeah, that sucks.
I was like, well,
that was such a...
I was like, I'll see you
I
back
was going.
again in
I was
5
going
years.
for the Raiders. I wanted the Raiders to go.
Yeah, I think everybody was.
You know,
because they're just like,
it makes
yeah.
football fun when you get these teams that haven't been in the
Like-
playoffs for so long. You get
like
tired.
when the Browns start winning.
Yeah,
you're
it's
like,
fun. It's
you're like,
exciting.
oh, yeah,
You
where are
get
these
tired
guys?
of the same old fucking teams. Like, okay,
When the Cowboys are
who's going to
winning,
the Super Bowl this year? The Patriots, and then who
and
else?
Who? Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
fucking
like-
boring.
Yeah, that shit's whack.
Someone in
dude.
Vegas has a hard on for the Patriots.
Well,
and it's just like, well,
no, somebody has a hard on in Brady's,
yeah.
and yeah, it just.
I just can't wait till the Patriots are fucking bottom of the barrel dog shit again. I just can't wait. But it's Boston, and Boston's a winning championship
you
town,
guys
and
are
teams don't stay at the bottom very long in Boston. So I mean,
Yeah,
hey,
they're a bunch of fighters.
as long as
out
they
there,
suck for
dude.
5 years, I'm fine.
Tell me about that trip, because I was telling my buddy how you had gone out there for your bachelor party, kind of. Didn't you guys go out to Boston?
No, we went to Sacramento.
I thought you guys went to fucking Boston.
No,
What?
no. Where'd you hear that
Sacramento.
from?
Didn't you guys go to Boston?
No, we went and saw a game in Sacramento. It was the Celtics and Kings.
Oh. I thought you guys had gone to fucking Boston.
No, I wish.
That should be
Shit,
so
that would have been
cool.
awesome, but
Let's
no,
fucking go.
we don't make that much money. That's why I play the lottery.
Fucking much.
Mega Millions is at $900 million
$900
right now. God damn, what
It
would
only
you do with
takes
that?
one number. Oh,
I heard a story. This
probably
one guy won
masturbate with
it.
a few of them.
A few $100 bills. Just,
Yeah. Like I would make a nice pile of hundreds and then just sit there and it'll be my jack off pile.
just soaked in semen. Just
Oh,
$100
dude, it's
bills
stuck
soaked.
together so bad.
Did you
And
take
it
it?
stinks. It smells.
Oh.
It's not even green anymore. It's not green. It's like a mustard.
Yeah, it's got
It's
like
like
that definitely faded
and
color.
it's like
'cause-
some of them are like pilled up because they dried like that. You know?
yeah. Uh-huh.
Yeah, it's disgusting.
Oh,
it's
Jesus.
a fucking nasty pile.
Discoloration
don't ever touch
because our semen has like a bleach factor in
it.
it.
And you know, but it is hundreds. It might be.
Only
It might
$100
even be
bills.
like $1,000.
Just
Be like, dude, all you gotta do,
jizz pillow.
all you gotta do is just take them apart.
Yeah. Give it to your worst enemy. Hey, I'll give you $1,000 right now. Here. Here's my
A
jizz.
frisbee.
Yeah, here's my-
You frisbee.
It starts spraying everywhere. Fuck.
That's a fresh load on it.
Oh. Right between the folds.
Oh God. He's like, yeah, just. What is it?
What is
that smell?
Oh, he'd still take it.
Dude, that smell is something else.
Yeah, it is. But all you do is just put it in some soapy water, clean off your bills, like
Yeah,
you know.
yeah.
If I knew it was full of semen and stuff, I'd just put a glove on. Be like, okay, all right, here, that's gonna go in a bucket of soap.
Yeah, you earned
You
it.
know? Yeah, thank you. All right, you want to
Yeah.
give me if that makes you laugh? I came up on $1,000. So here, I'll just take that. There you go.
Even better, it's fake.
Oh yeah, that would be funny. Yeah, I probably would do that to my worst enemy. Hey, man, you won $1,000?
Dude, all of them are fucking fake bills, but they look legit as fuck.
Yeah.
That's the kind of shit I would do with my money.
Oh man, I heard a story. Some guy won the megas and he bought a mansion and just had a massive party with a bunch of hookers and a fucking fat pile of blow.
Yeah.
And he overdosed.
Yeah.
Like a dumb shit. And then the next morning when they came to, clear out the place, like everything was taken. All the electronics in the house were all gone because they just got pillaged because that guy was just dead. So, fuck. If I won that money, I would be gone. I'd be out of here.
I don't know if you know this, but poor people win the lottery.
Yeah.
Because poor people play the lottery.
Uh-huh.
So when you give poor people a shitload of money, what are they gonna do with it? Fucking party their ass off.
Mm-hmm.
What would you do with it? Let's get some comments on this bitch. What would you do if you won $900 million? Let's see. After
you wake up and
after
you just have the
taxes,
winning
you're
ticket.
gonna stay at about.
If you took the lump sum of
You're gonna be about
900 million,
like 500 million.
yeah, about 500
Even if you
million.
give up 400, who gives a fuck? You have $500 million.
Yeah, exactly.
What
Cool.
what would you guys do with it? Comment, send some videos. You know, I mean, do something. That should be fun to hear. What would you do with it? And then we'll write them down, and then we'll read our favorites, and then we'll
Make
fuck
a commercial out of it.
Yeah.
Get some
Oh
Monopoly.
yeah, and whoever has our favorite, we'll try to make a commercial, like a fake winning commercial.
Yeah.
And be like, what their dream of
Yeah,
fucking.
that would be awesome.
Yeah, Cruella. That's we'll try to get in on that with you guys because you have all the equipment. We'll make some dreams happen.
That'd be funny.
That shit would be awesome. Fucking no, that's such a real question though, because like those people fucking win all that money and then how do you not buy a fucking at least like a kilo blow?
Yeah. It's like, hey, you guys, who wants to party? I'm cool, but I'll pay for you
I
guys.
pay for everything. Don't
Yeah.
worry about it.
Just have fun. Have fucking fun.
Yeah.
I loved it, but there were so many things.
Sorry, I'm
that
I'm watching.
I don't know if you played it yet.
I can't focus on this
Yeah.
right now. This-
We're deep, man. We're deep.
Yeah, we're deep.
No, yeah. So that was fun. This weekend. With that shit made it actually really exciting. Sorry, that sucks you couldn't make it to the fucking wedding.
I never got an invite.
Oh, dude, that should. Yeah, like what? Dude, it was filled up.
Yeah.
But like, a lot of people were just kind of being squares that were not naturally. I don't know. It just seemed weird.
Yeah.
No, it was a good
I mean,
time,
I
though.
understand.
It was
I mean,
fucking
like, it is what it is. People don't get invited to weddings. I mean, it's
Oh,
fine.
no,
like,
yeah.
I couldn't invite everybody to my
Yeah,
wedding. Like,
I
I
didn't
couldn't
get
invite you.
invited
I
to
couldn't
yours,
invite
so, yeah.
Junior. I couldn't invite
Yeah,
a lot
I
of
just
people
say,
because we had such a big family, and we just kind of wanted to keep it as simple as possible, just family, and then like just like a little handful of friends that we could invite, and that was it. Like.
Yeah. You could always Facebook Live it if you fucking.
Yeah, exactly. So, I mean, I could imagine a lot of people probably were bummed out of not getting invited to the wedding, but it's just like, I just couldn't. You know,
Yeah.
I wanted to, but, you know, it is what it is.
Yeah,
So-
that shit it was cool, man.
So,
Like,
I don't blame you, Junior. It's fine. And you don't worry about, hurting my feelings. It's no big deal, brother. I'm happy for you, man.
Yeah, that shit was fun. How's everything going over there, man? Your new house, fucking. You have your man cave set up or no? What is it like?
Well, I mean, it's
What is
half,
it, like a
half
two bedroom
cave.
house? Or?
Yeah, it's 2-bedroom, 2-bath, and
Nice.
the man cave is split. Like, so I have like a little section, and then the other section is pretty much just for the bed. We have a guest bed in there, queen size. So if anyone needs to stay the night and stuff, they're more than welcome to. So.
Oh, sweet, man. Yeah, it's
yeah.
always perfect to have.
I mean, it's a lot of fun owning your own home. But the bills never stop, unfortunately. So you never get a break with that.
That's the
and-
part of adulting for
Yeah,
sure. man,
adulting
that
and,
people don't really. That's the part that they don't want and they try to avoid.
Oh yeah,
And they're like-
no one really likes responsibility.
Yeah,
I
it's
mean,
like, why-
We're such in a rush to grow up
Yeah.
and get all these things. I want my car, I want my house, and then
Yeah,
it's like,
you realize
well,
all that shit costs money.
yeah,
right?
all of it costs money, and you have to be responsible about it. And it's just like, fuck, why did I want to do this?
Yeah,
You know,
yeah,
like-
you have to do maintenance on it. It's like, oh no, well my dad will do it. It's like, no,
No,
not when you're doing it. All you, buddy.
man. And saving for projects, and that takes a year.
Yeah.
I mean, that's why it's like.
That's when the credit card bet.
Well,
comes
the
in there.
credit, fuck, dude, you got to be careful with those sons of bitches, man, because they'll up your limit. You're like, oh, okay, I have all this money. It's like, but you got to have the funds to pay it back. Like,
Oh, yeah.
I'm trying to get my credit card down right now, and I'm like,
Dude,
fuck,
you're
dude, just-
one. I have like a bunch. Yeah, they're terrible.
I have one credit card. All my other ones are almost just about paid off, or I have
Nice.
another one. So I make it a goal because I don't like being in debt. I fucking hate it unless it's
It's the only way to
necessary
build
debt.
credit, though, man.
Well, I have
The
plenty.
only way to
credit.
the only way to prove that you have money in America is to prove that you don't have any money.
Yeah. Brought to you by
The things you know.
The things
you
you
know what I
know.
mean? Central Valley living at its best right there. Fuck this. Like, I don't know. It sucks. But anyways.
I would like to move to Sweden.
Why?
They have everything fucking figured out there.
I don't even know that. I've never been there.
Sweden, dude, like they have mandatory, like you have to only work a set amount of hours, and your mandatory vacation time, they give you months at a time. And then, like, if you have a kid, they.
Dude, imagine how much you really have to do there, though. It's like, you know, like
But
it's simple living. It's
Well,
simple.
yeah, it
living.
is very simple living. I mean, there's
Like,
probably
I
not a whole
don't-
lot to do, but the scenery itself, it's
Fuck,
like you feel like you're
yeah.
in heaven.
Fuck,
Like
yeah.
you walk outside and it's just.
But if you
wow.
don't care about like probably under 0 degree weather, probably sometime through the year, that's probably why they get those breaks, because they're like, yeah, you didn't get to go outside for a month or two. Go ahead,
Yeah.
you know, go to a warm climate where you might actually get some color.
Yeah. I don't know.
Dude, imagine how dreary it is over there. Like, they're like those people are white as shit.
Yeah, they are white as shit.
There's
But
no melatonin.
Whatever. I don't know. I like that kind of weather. I mean, that's why I
Oh
want to
yeah,
move. I want to
I don't
move.
like I said, I've never been there, so I'm
Yeah.
assuming like it looks amazing.
It looks amazing from photos and everything, but I mean, ultimately, I probably, unless I won the lottery, I'd probably live there for like a month just
Dude,
to see how it was. But
Dude, it's really not that expensive. Like I was looking up Thailand. We're gonna try to go there for spring break.
oh, nice.
Yeah, dude, it's fucking cheap as shit.
Well, yeah. Well, the key is like once you get there, it's cool, but getting there
No,
is the
dude.
problem.
A plane ticket for 2 is like under $900.
Yeah, I don't have $900.
Between 2 people, you can't save a $450.
Well, I have other shit I gotta pay for, man. I got a house.
Like I'm just saying, it's not that much. It's not
Yeah,
like
of course,
Like
if it's like
not
you
as
plan a
much as you
trip and
really
stuff,
think
yeah,
about
like, it can be
you
done.
You put aside $100 for like 6 months. You know, like you know. And
Yeah.
If both of you guys do it, that's right there, $1,200. You can make something happen with that. You know what I mean? Like a trip to Boston, you could probably get a plane ticket for like $200 each. You know, it's not that much.
Yeah.
If you like do it a couple months in advance, so you're like, oh, we're gonna go this time of the year is nice over there, like autumn.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and you like book it because you have the credit cards. You book it in January, and then you just.
Well, shit. If the Red Sox end up going to the World Series,
That's what I'm saying, man. It's not that expensive.
I might just sell
Like, just
all
the-
my shit to get a World Series ticket and go.
I mean, you don't have to go to the World. I'm sure like the atmosphere around it is even more.
yeah, I'd want to go to
Because,
World Series
like-
game, especially if it's against the Dodgers and going down to LA and watching the game.
Oh yeah, well yeah. If you're
or
if
even
you can
flying
stay
to
here,
Boston and seeing a World Series game there, like that would.
that shit would.
I'd sell my car.
Well, I'm just saying, like, if you start putting money aside, like, it is possible, but, like, it's just so hard. It's fucking hard. And, like, I even, like, mapping out my next few months, I'm looking at it, I'm like, fuck, man, how much am I actually going to be able to stick to this? It's like, fuck. So what I did was, I told my older brother, I was just like, hey, man, I'm going to put, I'm going to give you my debit card for this little bank account that I opened up or whatever. Because he travels all the time. He like went to Ireland. They're supposed to, I think they went to, well, their kids just went to college. One of them just went to college. Other one is becoming a senior, so she's going to be going to college here soon too. So, you know, but they've like gone on trips. Like they went to Rome. You know, they try to do as many trips as they can. They just save up, you know, kind of shit. So I was like, dude, how do you guys do that? He's like, well, you just save. You know, he's like, just don't touch it. I was like, yeah, that's fucking, no. You know, that's not going to happen. I was like, so what I'm going to do is, I was like, I'll put $75 in from each check into this account, and I'll give you the card to it so that I can't try to pull out the money and just keep putting in the money kind of idea. And just, even with that, like, by the time I think spring break rolls around, it'll add up to like somewhere around like $900.
Nice.
You know what I mean? Like, just little shit like that. And then, you know, with me, I go to school, so I got financial aid and shit. So like, you know, I have extra help where you're working full time. Is she working full time? Like, what? How is her program? I know she
At
finished
Olive
school.
Garden,
and all
I
that
mean,
stuff.
she works at Olive Garden. She works server, and she works in the kitchen and stuff. So
Yeah.
she makes good money
Yeah,
when
that's
she's
pretty
serving. She gets tips and stuff.
Yeah.
But we do what we
The
can.
valley living, guys. This is
Valley
how
living.
we live.
Paycheck to paycheck.
Paycheck to paycheck. Realistically, if you're a working person, you do what you can. That's why Magic Mountain and shit is so important to the people around here, because
Yeah.
that's like the only theme park. Dude, how much would they benefit if they put a fucking theme park out in Hanford or some shit? Out in Lemoore, in the middle of the fucking nothing. Just put a big ass fucking Magic Mountain right there.
Yeah.
How much more money would that bring to the fucking Central Valley? You know what I mean?
man,
Like,
lots.
it'll cost a lot, but it'll bring so much. Because so many people are already here, and they're looking for something to do. And they have to travel.
Imagine having a professional football or baseball team here in like Fresno or something.
No,
you
fuck
know,
that.
that'd be nuts.
Fuck that. They go nuts enough with the
Other ones,
with the
huh?
Bulldogs.
Yeah.
Dude, those motherfuckers. That Fresno State fan base is gnarly as shit, bro.
Uh huh.
And it's great, but
My parents,
Jesus.
my in-laws, my mother-in-law. They have season tickets to Fresno State games and stuff. So I get to go to one or two a year if the game's available or
start
something.
fucking barking at everybody.
They start. Everyone
Yeah.
barks. That's for sure. So
They don't need a dude. They have a team.
Yeah.
they're fine.
they're fine. Fresno
fine.
State's good.
Fresno State
No
is
professional
fine,
team.
dude. They have
Fine.
a college, bro. They're fine. Like, dude, their arena's nice. Like,
Yeah, it
all
is.
that shit's fucking really nice.
Mm-hmm.
Like, they have a college team, man. They don't need a fucking professional team. I think that works out because a lot of people do come out of it. Derek Carr.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like,
Devontae Adams.
yeah, so many fucking people come out of Fresno, and it's so funny. There's so much talent here, dude, but there's like no direction to put it in, unless you go to Fresno State, and it's just like, well, dude, fucking college, like, how am I gonna get to college? That's the idea here, and it's terrible because there's so much fucking talent, and it's just on the streets, and you don't see it till you like pass through, and like. From every facet, you know what I mean? Like, from the art scene, like, dude, some of these artists, like, they paint on the fucking trains and shit.
Yeah.
So sick. Some of them are legit as
Yep.
fuck. You know what I mean? And that's so, that right there is, like, I love that kind of art. Graffiti. It's not even graffiti. Fuck that. That's just wall art. That shit's making that shit beautiful. Fuck that. It's making a blank. It's a white wall is a blank canvas.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like, it's meant to be, like, something's supposed to be displayed on that shit.
Yeah, it's just,
You know what I mean?
It's
So-
your form of expression of what you like, and these artists and stuff that do that, it's like, hey, more power to them.
Yeah, but then
No.
they end up getting arrested. They end up getting some kind of profiling by the police and shit. And so many of my friends, dude, they're so talented and shit, and they can't, like, they have to do their art underground, and they have no voice. So that's one of the things with Central Valley Living that we're trying to do here is, bring some of these people up and just like, dude, these fucking dudes have some talent. There's a lot of shit. And, like, even with COS, like, they're starting to pull out some people from there,
Oh, yeah.
dude. Like,
Mhm.
like, they're dudes. Some of those fucking dudes are beasts, bro. Like, I was telling one of my classmates, because he plays baseball, and I was just like, oh man, like, because he was dressed like he was at the beach, like less than I am wearing, you know what I mean, right now. And he was just like, I was like, dude, yeah. I was like, you going? I was like, you at the beach? What's up? You know what I mean? I was like, this is the other day. It was like fucking 70 degrees, like 60 degrees in the morning. And I was like, you at the beach? What's up? You just came overnighter? And he was like, yeah. I was like, no, I had weight training, before this class. And I was like, oh. I was like, the classes or whatever. He's like, oh, it was the baseball team and shit. And I was like, oh. I was like, yeah, I wanted to join the fucking weight training class, but then figured it's just a bunch of fucking football players, a bunch of fucking beasts. You know what I mean? And I'm strong, But
Those guys are
those
just
are
monsters.
fucking. Those are 6'5" fucking. Holy shit! You know what I mean? Like 230-pound monsters
Yep.
in the right way. You know what I mean? Like I don't belong there. I'm not an athlete. I'm an athlete. I train like an athlete, but I didn't pick a sport. I'm a skateboarder. You know what I mean? Like a lot of my motivation to get healthy and stay strong was so I can jump higher
Oh, nice.
for the skateboarding. Dude, that was my whole motivation to get fucking fit.
Well, that's one thing you've always been consistent at skateboarding. I mean, I've never been consistent at anything except being a fan of my football and of my sports teams. That's about it.
Dude, that takes a lot of time too.
Yeah, but it doesn't get me anywhere. Like
Yeah.
it's just like I'm
man, if
getting
you start
fatter. I'm getting more lazy.
Hey, if
It's
you
just-
play one round of these like $1 million winner fantasy league things and you win $1 million, fucking your sports knowledge doesn't go to nothing.
yeah, that's true. But
You know what I mean? Why not? Fucking try it. $5. One of those like Sports Kings or bullshit.
yeah,
One of those apps that you can just book, like put down like $100 and win $1 million. Whoa.
yeah, make the perfect do the perfect draft.
Yeah, and
know?
you get to pick through any players. You know what I mean? Like, and it's just weekly. So I don't know, man. Like, there is ways to make money off of being a fan, but the idea is to do something with that money, not just reinvest it into being a fan.
Pretty much. I mean, any way to get started and stuff like that, you got to have like almost you have to come from a money background. I mean, look at these professional gamers. Like they do these tournaments and stuff, and I mean, it's like some of these kids, they don't just like
Fucking three
come out of nowhere and be like, oh, okay, unless you're like super good. But I mean, any average Joe has to have a job. Unless their parents are like super rich or not even rich, they're just like, okay, we're gonna give money into your habit and stuff and focus you into becoming a professional gamer. But technically, these kids, they live in their mom's or parents' house, basement, or whatever, and
Until they win, man.
Until they win, and then they become big time, and then it's like, okay, like me, if I wanted to be a professional gamer, not happening. Because I have to make a living. I have to make a living. The dedication you have to be a professional gamer
is pretty
is
gnarly.
full time. Like,
Yeah.
like I couldn't do it. There's no way unless I won the lottery. And then I'm like, okay.
And then
well,
you have
now-
to have like two like you're dual screening and like
and
it's like and those setups,
and
dude,
you
are
can't be in
legit
a
like 10
relationship.
grand.
Can't be married because you're just
you can't have kids.
Your life is the game.
Yeah, that's what it was funny because I had that conversation with the kids earlier about like even like pro gamers, they do make a lot of money, but dude, those guys they only have like a 3-year lifespan, like with their profession, because like you're gonna go blind, dude. There's some of those fucking kids are wearing glasses and they're only like 19 and fucking just like, you know what I mean? Like for legit 10 hours a day, drinking fucking root beer, like I was telling them, drinking Mountain Dew, eating Doritos, like they don't have they don't have time to exercise. They don't have time to be healthy. They fucking order pizza and just sitting there fucking gaming all goddamn day.
Yep.
And I'm sure there are like some exceptions where these Icelandic motherfuckers that are born ripped and they do they do fucking crunches while they're playing the game. You know what I mean? Like those aren't real people. But I mean they are real people, but I'm just saying like what the fuck? That's a different
Just
that's a different logic. Dude,
people that are born like that and they just come out like naturally gifted, and it's just
they're just like, oh, I'm pretty as
Monsters.
fuck, but also I can recite any fucking math equation that you want.
right.
But look at my jawline. Perfect. Blonde, blue eyes. Perfect.
Yeah, that would
6'1", 200 pounds.
coming out even just like naturally gifted
Naturally.
as a smart person. Just like, I
Dude.
know algebra at age 5. Like
Yeah.
just super smart.
There
Or-
has to be some kind of like some of us are like, brain traumas where they're just like, "Took," it'll unlock something. You know what I mean? Like,
Wake up out of coma speaking a different language.
yeah,
Like, okay. I could
get
do that
in a
yesterday.
car accident and fucking all of a sudden I know like the
Cantonese.
meaning of life.
Yeah, I know the meaning of life. I know Cantonese.
Yeah,
You know?
I just learned Mandarin yesterday. It just came naturally to me.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just picked up a book and there it was. I was like, oh, okay.
I was thinking about Latin. Latin sounds fun.
Latin's hard, man.
Fucking dude, some people do it.
Latin's so fucking hard.
No.
Oh, it's so hard.
It's not real.
Latin is a real language.
Yeah, I know, but it's
The old Bible speaks Latin. Like the people like in
like the ancient Hebrew shit.
yeah, they like in the Vatican and shit, dude. All those like hardcore
Fuck.
Catholic people,
All
man. It's
that.
all Latin. They speak some serious fucking Latin.
Something.
Something. It's crazy. I mean, and I believe in possessions and stuff and demonic and all that stuff and the things that they do, like the whole exorcisms and shit. They're all speaking in Latin and that shit, and they fucking
You don't know what they're saying.
demons hate Latin, like Cristo.
Cristo.
Demons don't like that word. Cristo.
Yeah, dude, like that shit's so crazy with those ancient languages and shit. But like one of those things that it's always fascinating that's been brought up a lot was fucking Genghis Khan and like ancient Mongol, like
Yep.
legit Mongol.
Mhm.
Like fuck, who speaks that? There's only probably like so many people that speak real Mongol. You know what I mean? It's such a fucking like spread out language.
How about the people that click?
I mean, isn't that just a form of like braille, like you know what I mean?
Yeah,
like
it probably is.
Like,
It's the tones. And
yeah.
what I've been told is
because what was it?
I have a coworker who speaks Chinese, and he said that like there's 3 words that are all similar in all 3 languages. It's the tone you say it in that different.
No, that's the thing about
it's like fuck. That's
a lot
weird.
of those English Asian languages that you can have the same word, but it depends on how you say it.
Yeah,
It depends on
the tone.
what you're saying.
You could say.
I mean, and that's like with anything, because you could say fuck, and you could be like fuck or fuck, and it just depends on how you say the word, but legit, it's the same word, just in a different tone.
Mm-hmm.
Theirs are like that word is a different word
Well,
if
can
you
say
say it in a different tone.
Yeah,
like
exactly.
that's just to kind of like.
Yeah.
I was like, huh? So I have to be like, "Raw," when I say that word, or else it doesn't mean that, and they're like, yeah.
You're like,
Yeah.
I have to go to the sink. And then you say it in a different word, and it's like, oh, fuck you in the toilet.
Yeah.
Some shit like
Yeah.
that. Like, what? Like, it's so weird.
Fucking cats in the toilet.
Yeah, cat's in the toilet. No, I didn't say that. And he's like, yeah, you did. I was like, well, I meant to say I need to go to the sink. Well,
It's
you
like,
need to say it in this tone.
You need
Well,
to,
you're not.
you need to like higher pitch this part and drop right here, and then go back up right here. It's
It's like,
dude,
what? Yeah.
But it makes like total sense when you hear it,
Dude,
and you're like,
you know what would be cool is to write
No.
in Japanese.
Fuck.
Writing in Japanese, that's probably so fucking hard.
calligraphy. Fuck that. I think I think the Chinese alphabet has like 500 symbols or some shit like that. So it's some fucking stupid number. Yeah. Why?
I don't know, it'd be cool to write a letter as it, just for the fuck of it.
Why?
Like, I'm gonna write a letter.
I mean, I know we're
Chinese,
dumb.
Japanese.
And their mathematics is probably way more.
dude.
It's like way.
Or
Or
a
it used to
5-year-old,
be.
a 5-year-old could take us out in a math.
It's like
contest, and
yeah.
we're okay.
You know what I mean? Like, but it's just so. We're just so accustomed to like how we do shit.
We're just different.
We're just so dumb. We took the dumbasses out of every country and left them here. And the countries are just like, great, stay there.
Yeah, stay there.
Stay there,
The
please.
new United States.
Yeah, you guys are doing great. You guys are winning. Stay there. All the bullies came to America. And all the smart people stayed in their own countries. And now
Here we are.
and then we're in America. It's great. I love it. So much opportunity to do nothing.
I want to go to Europe. Really do.
It's probably so expensive. I don't even know where I would go. Where would you go?
I'd go to Ireland, go to
yeah.
Scotland, go to England, go to Italy. I don't know, those are like the places I'd like to really see. Scotland and Ireland for sure, because I want to just like, I'd cruise around in the pubs and shit. I'd just go to like an old little town in Ireland and just sit at one of the pubs and just talk to like the locals, talk to the local drunk or whatever, and just hear a story, you know, like.
I mean, I feel like you could do that if you went to Boston.
Well, yeah, but I mean, in Ireland, it's just kind
like
of
those motherfuckers don't go anywhere.
No.
They've been there for generations.
Yeah, just to hear their story
Yeah,
of
their
like
stories.
what their life was and stuff, and
Like,
just to share a beer with them, and I was
yeah.
like, fuck it, dude, it'd be an experience in its own.
if you think I'm not doing podcasts in Thailand, you're fucking tripping.
Oh, you better do it. Fucking, yeah.
Hell yeah, dude.
I'd do my own podcast if I went to another fucking country.
Dude,
I'd be like,
I can't wait to do traveling
I'm talking to the
podcasts.
local at this bar. He comes in here every fucking day, and his name is fucking William. You know,
It's like, I think that's what his name is. I don't know. He's drunk as
William, whatever, and he's just like, he doesn't even know I'm talking to him. He's so drunk.
I think he knows that there's a microphone in front of him, but I'm not sure.
Yeah, he's just having his beer.
He's just like, oh,
nodding.
look at all these squiggly lines on
Yeah.
this computer thing that you have.
What is this? Give me an Irish carbon. Another one for me and my friend.
Oh, yeah, fucking
It's
give
like
him.
he's just buying me beer. He has no idea.
Give him. I haven't given him any money. And it's so funny. And it's like there's no bartender. We're sitting in an empty room.
Yeah,
And he's asking for drinks.
yeah, and somehow it gets here.
Yeah, and somehow we're drinking. Where the fuck are
Yeah.
we drinking? But yeah, dude. I have so many like little sub segments that I have planned. One of them is a traveling. Anytime like I go to Brett's or something, take everything,
Yeah.
just have like.
Fuck, dude.
Yeah.
Brett needs to come down here and we all need to hang out.
He came last Thursday just for like just
day.
random. He like got off work at like 7:30 and he's like, I'm gonna head down. And I was like,
That fucker needs to call me or something, dude. You need to
Yeah.
call me, Brett, if
Dude,
you watch
he-
these.
he doesn't call anybody. He doesn't respond to text. He just that's Brett.
Well, yeah, but I miss him.
Yeah,
I haven't
yeah,
seen him in
everybody
years,
misses
dude.
him. Yeah, that's why I have to go over there. It's so much fun. You gotta go out there. It's not that far. It's only like 3 hours.
I'll go with you.
Let's go. It's dude. I've been wanting to take a train ride out there because we can get drunk on the train.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we can just leave our cars here. You downtown, they have the bus stop. The bus stop goes straight to the Hanford train station.
Oh,
Get on the
nice.
fucking train. You don't even have to take a car. Just have somebody drop us off. Leave in the morning. Day fade all fucking day, bro. Yeah, it's I've been wanting to do that. It's just hard with this fucking schedule that I have, dude. I'm trying to get out of it, but you know, we'll see what happens. I gotta set up my next semester of school, and then we'll see what happens. If anybody knows about any part-time jobs that are easy as fuck,
Dude, we're hiring at my work.
you're lying, and that's just not easy. Dude, fuck retail. I don't hate retail. I just hate the company in general. That's why I think I want to work part-time, because if you work full-time, that means you're like invested in the company. You actually like, you know what I mean, kind of idea. But if you're part-time, it's just like, I don't know.
Yeah.
No, I have other things going on. That's why I'm only here half of my half time. You know what I mean?
Where do
Like,
you want to work at?
I don't want to work anywhere, guy. Okay? That's why I'm going to school.
That's the ultimate
So I don't
dream.
have to work.
Yeah, it's the ultimate thing, not to work.
Yeah. You don't become a fucking professional to work. What's wrong with you?
Yeah.
You let the grunts work while you collect the money because you're the professional and you set up the whole thing. That's the idea. No, but anyways, with physical therapy, obviously I'm gonna have to work. I'm just bullshitting on that. No, I do want to go to school full time though. I just want to dedicate I just been working full time for fucking 12, 13 years now. And that's like almost half my life. It's like, fuck, man. You know what I mean? Like, I wanted to go back to school and just get this shit done, go to a university, get that shit done. You know what I mean? Like, and just power through without having to be like, well, you know, like I couldn't finish this assignment, or I can't fill up these classes because I have to work and shit. You know what I mean? Like, it's such a distraction where the system gets you in that little hole, especially with, like, if you have kids and shit. It's really different. To where, you know, you can't just think about what you and maybe you and your wife want to do. Like, if you guys want to get up and take off, you guys could do that.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I can't just fucking leave. You know what I mean? So that's always the great thing about, one, staying married and staying together with somebody that you really enjoy being with, because you guys can just take off and be like, wherever we go, as long as we're fucking together, we're going to have fun. Doesn't matter. And we'll figure it out. To whereas it's like, well, I have to figure this out and be able to, you know, think about, you know, my children and shit like that, where it's like, if I go too far, how am I going to get there? And if I don't go, you know, far enough, I might not get the education that I need. You know what I mean? Like, it's kind of like a strange cycle. And I'm trying to figure that out right now before I finish COS.
Well, hey, if you're in the position to put yourself through school and stuff, and you know that's what you want to do it.
Yeah.
Me, I'm
that's what I'm trying to
pretty
figure
much
out. My
working full
debt.
time, and I just bought a house, so that's where my priority. Like,
that.
I'm stuck where I'm at, and I'm completely content because I have everything I need and want right now. Like, I'm married, I have a beautiful wife, and we bought a house together. I'm making decent money. She's coming up in her job, so it's like, you know, we don't have a whole lot of debt besides now our house, but we're paying off our little debts and can't ask for more than that.
Yeah.
Key is in life is to live as simple as possible and enjoy yourself. Why overexert yourself and be in all this debt and miserable?
Yeah.
I'd rather save money and be in little amount of debt as possible.
Yeah, it's a weird cycle. I've fucking built a hole, but I think I'm hopefully gonna be able to climb back out of it here soon. It fucking sucks. But then again, like, without it, I wouldn't have my car. You know, I wouldn't have, like, as much credit as I do. So it's like it's a capitalist thing. This whole fucking system is so rigged. It was made for fucking 500, maybe, you know what I mean, 1,000 people, not, you know, 5 million people. Like, they're like, fuck, I think we're out of our league here. You know what I mean? Like, it's kind of a weird thing. So it's funny because if everything does crash, then I don't owe any of that money.
Mm-hmm.
It's a lot of weight off your shoulders when you don't owe so much money. You know what I mean? And I don't even owe a lot of money, so it's like not that even that bad. So it's like, but I can imagine being like fucking 3,000-4,000, you know, like with like 10 cards. You know what I mean? Like, you're just like,
yeah.
You know, you're like,
with each of those cards like $5,000
maxed out,
maxed out 5,
and you're
10,
making
15,
like
20.
$15 an hour.
Yeah. Nope. It'd take you 50 years to pay off that debt.
Yeah. Oh, and that's what they want, man.
Yep.
And it's fucking great. And it happens. It almost caught me, and I do. Even once in a while, I'm like, should I open another account? No. I don't have any money. I'm broke. I'm poor.
Yep.
Just accept it. You're fucking poor. You're fucking poor. If you have a credit card, you're fucking poor. You know what I mean? Like,
well, the key is to use a credit card only for emergencies. So, I mean, that's
well,
what I try to do.
the idea is to build credit with it. So you have to be in debt in order to build credit. And so if you have cash, you shouldn't buy shit anyways.
No, just save. Always
not
save.
even
always
fuck
save what
saving,
you can.
dude. Like, because like I said, if all this shit goes to shit, all that money is just paper, man. Like, and you've been saving your whole life for a life that you thought was gonna happen, and it doesn't end up happening. You know what I mean? Like, that's the kind of like these people that live in fear with these whole like you know, doomsday preppers and all this shit. You know what I mean? Like, just accept it, bro. You're gonna die.
Mm-hmm.
There's no way you're gonna live forever. And most likely it's not even going to be, like, it's not going to be a battle, dude. The government has fucking drones. They're not, you're not going to kill anybody.
Mm-mm.
Like, they have little drones that'll fly around with little fucking guns on them and just go and just lay down everybody.
Yep.
Lay down everybody. And it's this dude at the fucking computer, 10 dudes at computers, just and none of them. You could shoot down the drones, and then fucking 10 more are just gonna come back and just like, you're not gonna survive, dude. Just accept it. Live your life. Like, it's just so scary. Like, I think living in fear is worse than just living.
Yep.
And just worse than dying, I think. Like, in my mind.
Well, living in fear, what's the point of living if you're just going to be scared?
Yeah, might as well, it's just...
Oh, live your life. Do what you want.
And some of those people, that is what they want to do. Because that's what they're accustomed to. Like, they've convinced themselves enough to where it's like, this is what I need to do. And you're like, you don't need to do that.
Nope.
But
people do it.
It's so weird. I'm sure there's some here, but if there's any doomsday preppers out there in Central Valley or Visalia, Fresno, Tulare, if any of you guys hear this shit, dude, contact us. That should be great. I want to hear, as a student of life and like, psychology has always been like a second thing to me. I want to know why you think this way and what are you really preparing for. I'm not gonna mock you. It's not even a thing like that. It's not gonna be a debate. I just want to fucking hear your side of the story, and it's interesting to me. It really is, and all this kind of shit. I want to hear about it, dude. It's just so interesting. Even fan bases like these hardcore diehards, like these, the Black Hole Raider fans that every year.
Every
50
game.
years, bro.
Every game they're there.
You know what I mean?
Nuts.
Like, decked out in black. Like, what's the mindset that goes into that? Like, I know these people are normal. They're normal people. Like, normal 9 to 5 fucking people. But when they, like, switch that in their head, like, where did they get that? Like, why is it still so there?
It's just a passion of theirs. Like, they just love their team, and it's just, it's like,
did you
it's
play football?
It's like your passion for skateboarding. You just.
But
love
I
it.
do it though.
Yeah, you do it. I mean,
but like, some of them have never.
Or it's like my passion for loving Batman. I'm not Batman. I'll never be Batman, but I love Batman. He's just he's an idol to me. He just
it's a symbol.
It's a symbol for me. So. It's something like that. It's your getaway from reality.
Yeah,
that's what it is to some people. Yeah. It's just like that's what it is.
Hell yeah, dude. Fucking, I would love to go do a podcast at a fucking like a tailgate. Oh yeah, let's go tailgate, dude. I'm down. I've never been to a football game.
Well, damn, dude.
Yeah, I'm like professional. I've been to a baseball game like once.
Mm-hmm.
Like, yeah. I've never been to a basketball game.
Tailgating's fun.
Like, tailgating I think is like half the experience now.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
you go tailgate, get there early, fucking cook food, drink beer, just
meet
talk
some
to everybody,
yeah.
And then go to the game,
have a
sloshed,
podcast. Meet some randoms.
Fun.
Meet those fucking people that are dressed up. Dude, I can't wait to go to a Comic-Con. I want to try to go to the San Diego one.
That you got to get the tickets like a year.
Well, I want to try to sign up now.
Not even like San Diego. I mean, I would like to go to
I went to one in Las Vegas.
San Diego one is too it's just overrated now. Like everyone
just
goes there to Stargaze. It's the Comic-Con. I know.
That's where
everyone
it starts.
just goes there to like
Comic-Con.
Like everyone just goes there to Stargaze. And
shit,
you go there for the experience and all that, but
it's huge.
Stargazing, but you go there's some people there that literally are just there for like one person, and you're like, hey, are you into this? Like, they're like, huh? What is that? I don't like any of that. I'm just here for, Nathan Fillion or whatever.
Yeah,
it's just like,
dude, those things are pretty legit. It was fun. I went to the one in Vegas, and we only went to the first day, the opening day, and it was kind of, building. Stan Lee was there, so there was people there. Dude, it was like $200 to meet that fucking dude. And it's worth it, but I didn't have it. But yeah, dude, that shit was dope because you just walk around. There's a lot of booths. You know, obviously there's a bunch of pops everywhere. They kind of sell them. A bunch of comics. They have little prize booths, and then they have like actual artists with the comics that they drew, and then some of them are sitting there sketching. Like I have a sketch of Princess Leia in there from the dude that draws the Princess Leia comics series.
Nice.
Fucking pretty nice. It's pretty cool, man. Like you just go in there and try to catch some free merch, buy a few things, buy some new comics. Check out the silly little things that they had. They had like some crazy ass cars and shit all built up, like Batman. They had a Batmobile in there, like this gnarly ass Spawn mobile. Like it was a Jeep. I think it was like one of your Jeeps, just like built into a Spawn mobile, dude. It was fucking gnarly.
That's cool.
Like yeah, and then like that, you know, they have like stand up Deadpool. You know, just like they have a bunch of shit, dude. They're just so much fun, and that one was like small. You could tell it's small. So like I want to start going to these bigger ones where like these dudes are just dressed up in these gnarly ass fucking elaborate costumes.
Yeah, they're pretty cool.
Because like those are the people that I kind of want to like be like, hey man, like you down to have like a hour conversation? Like maybe we'll go set up at a Starbucks or something. You know what I mean? Like that's like probably the only time I'll go into a Starbucks. Is if I'm gonna go do a fucking podcast with somebody. Dude.
Yeah, why do you do this? Why do you dress? Where do you get these costumes at?
Yeah, and they're sitting there drinking Starbucks, and they're like, "You don't want anything?" You're like, "Fuck no, I don't."
I just drink coffee. I just want to talk to you.
No, I drink coffee, just not this shit. And I'll just drink water. You know what I mean? Be like, I just wanted to talk to you for like an hour about like your elaborate fucking costume or something. Your fandom.
What gets you up in the morning to do all this?
So any of that shit, cosplay, you know, fan base, dude, obviously this guy has his fucking fan base on lock, and I respect that shit. I even enjoy it when these teams win because I know that you're excited. You know what I mean? And I know that you're having a great time, so that makes me have like a little like, yeah, you know, I know Jordan's fucking like, rah, and like fucking kicking some shit. So that always... That kind of little shit, like, you know, it makes me laugh and makes me excited about like games. It's funny, like other people's enthusiasm makes me like happy.
Well, yeah, it's kind of fun. It's like when your other buddy, you know's team or something. It's just like you watch them on TV and you automatically think of that person.
Yeah, like I won't watch a baseball game unless I'm like I'll watch like with you because you're like you know I'm like oh yeah you know
I'm into it.
I'll start getting into it with you
it's
because
fun.
You're into it, but. If it's just like both of us sitting there drinking a beer, like flipping through channels in a baseball game, like, dude, fucking just find something, put on a movie. You know what I mean? Like, but no, if you're like, yeah, I'm down to watch it with you. Anything, baseball, football, basketball, hockey. I need to start getting into hockey.
Yeah, hockey's fun.
Hockey's fucking pretty crazy. I've seen it once, but I was younger and I wasn't really into it. But I was heavy into skateboarding, so nothing else mattered to me. But yeah, no, the hockey seems pretty fun. Soccer is a different thing, but maybe one day. People say I look like a fucking soccer player, so I might as well become one. But yeah, thank you for coming, man. This has fucking been awesome. I love when you're here. Hopefully we have Cruella on here soon. Hope you guys had fun listening. Jordan, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you,
bud. You know, anytime. Always down to do this.
Look him up on Instagram. Facebook, fucking, he's on here. We're gonna be on YouTube. Cruella Entertainment. We're looking for you next. That's just gonna be fun. I got a few other buddies that want to talk. We're gonna be talking fitness here soon. Talking music with one of my buddies that raps. You know, got fitness with my buddy that's a fitness trainer. My uncle wants to get on it. He's a graffiti artist. That's amazing as fuck. Grew up here in Goshen, down the street. So yeah, it's going to be fun. We got a few more lined up here. Thank you guys for listening. Thank you guys for fucking watching. This has been fun. From Central Valley Living, we out.
We out.
Peace.